Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome, everyone, to today's explainer. If you've been feeling lately like artificial intelligence is moving so fast it's literally making your head spin, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're taking a highly structured, super focused look at a massive shift in how we actually interact with AI. We are officially moving away from the era of the simple chatbot and we're entering the age of the AI colleague. And specifically, we're looking at the groundbreaking ChatGPT Work 5.6 update from July 2026.
But first, I've got to give you a rapid-fire reality check. Are you still using ChatGPT like it's 2022? Honestly, are you typing in a simple question, getting a simple paragraph back, and basically treating the most advanced artificial intelligence on the planet like it's just a glorified search engine? Because if so, you are vastly underutilizing the tools sitting right at your fingertips, right now.
So, to get you fully up to speed, here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we're going to do a really fast-paced retrospective on the ChatGPT evolution. Second, we'll look at processing the global web. Third, we'll formally meet your AI colleague. Fourth, we'll get hands-on with mastering ChatGPT work. And finally, number 5, automating real-world projects. All right, Section 1, the ChatGPT evolution. Let's look at the breakneck speed of AI to understand exactly how we arrived at today's incredible capabilities. The GPT-4 era kicked off back in November 2022 when ChatGPT first launched. Seems like forever ago, right? But by March 2023, GPT-4 brought multimodal capabilities, meaning it wasn't just text anymore, it could actually see images. Fast forward to May 2024 and GPT-4o hit the scene, bringing lightning-fast, real-time voice and vision into one unified model. This was essentially the era of getting the AI to truly understand our physical world. Then, things really accelerated into the reasoning era. In December 2024, the O1 model launched, introducing a system that could actually fact-check itself. It could think before it spoke. Just a month later, January 2025, we met the Operator Agent, an AI that could autonomously browse the web and execute real tasks. By April 2025, the O3 and O4 mini-models dropped, pushing independent long-chain reasoning to completely new heights. The AI wasn't just answering questions anymore, it was plotting out complex solutions. Honestly, it's exhausting just to read this timeline. But that brings us to the GPT-5 era. August 2025 gave us GPT-5, bringing incredible reliability for complex multi-step work. March 2026 saw GPT 5.4, which could natively use your computer, literally moving your mouse and typing on your keyboard. And that lands us right on today's massive mid-2026 update, GPT 5.6. These models have become so ridiculously powerful that they completely tossed out the old naming system. Section 2, processing the global web. We're going to look at a technique I like to call micro to macro, just to understand how this massive intelligence actually processes information out in the wild. Take a listen to this translated snippet from a localized Telugu news source, totally neutrally digested by the AI. Chandrababu's satire on Kodali Nani. They cleaned the garbage in the recent elections. Now, real quick, I'm not bringing this up to talk about regional politics. We absolutely aren't taking any sides here. I'm bringing this up purely as an example of raw, unadulterated processing power. In a fraction of a second, the AI scours the global web, pulls localized, culturally specific satire, translates it perfectly into English, and neutrally presents the exact context. That hyperspecific capability is what we call microprocessing. It's the ability to instantly translate, contextualize, and neutrally analyze incredibly complex linguistic nuances from real-time global data. But you might be wondering, why does this matter for you? Well, because if a system has the micro-intelligence to instantly unpack layered political satire in a completely different language, we can zoom out. We can take that immense granular power and apply it to automating your macro desktop workflow on a random Tuesday morning. Which brings us to Section 3, Meet Your AI Colleague. It's time to look at the paradigm shift. So, the crucial point is we need to completely reframe how we view this tool. Here is that crucial paradigm shift. The old version of ChatGPT was purely transactional. One prompt equaled one answer. You ask for an email, it writes an email. But ChatGPT Work 5.6 is agentic. The new equation is, give it a folder, get a finished project back. You're no longer just using a piece of software. You are actively delegating to a digital colleague. Now, for the developers and power users tuning in, here's how the new GPT 5.6 ecosystem is structured as of July 2026. The old numbered system is gone. Now we have 3 capability tiers: Sol, Terra, and Luna.
Soul is the flagship, high-intelligence model featuring a brand-new Ultra mode that coordinates multiple agents across parallel workflows, and that's priced at $30 per million output tokens. Terra is your middle ground, balancing capability and cost at $15. And Luna, that's your fastest, lowest-cost option at just $6. You simply choose the tier that perfectly matches the complexity of whatever workflow you're tackling.
Okay, Section 4, Mastering ChatGPT Work. Let's deliberately slow down the pace here for a second. We've talked about the history, we've talked about the theory. Now let's look at exactly how you empower your own workflow using the new desktop app. Initiating your new digital colleague is remarkably simple. Within the desktop app, you really just have 3 primary steps. Step 1, you adjust the agent's effort and speed. Step 2, you set your approval limits. And Step 3, which is really the magic step, you connect it directly to a local folder right there on your computer. And this brilliantly illustrates just how incredibly seamless it is to get started. If you're just starting out, the highly recommended settings to balance safety and efficiency are medium effort and fast speed. But more importantly, you absolutely want to set the agent to ask for approval. This is absolutely crucial. Because this AI can act autonomously across your local files, setting it to ask for approval ensures that you remain the manager. You stay fully in control while the agent does the heavy lifting, prompting you for permission before it finalizes any major actions. Section 5, Automating Real-World Projects. Let's put it all together. Imagine you have a major product launch coming up. You've got a raw data folder sitting on your Mac or PC, and it is just filled with messy project plans, timelines, requirement docs, scattered meeting notes, the whole shebang. Instead of opening and reading every single file yourself, you just point ChatGPT Work 5.6 to that folder. It connects to it directly, and honestly, it is the only colleague you're ever going to have that won't complain about having to instantly read a 50-page folder. Because it fundamentally understands all that connected context, the instant generation capabilities are just staggering. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer level of finalized business outputs the AI can build right from your raw data. You just ask it to build your deliverables, it generates full, professional PowerPoint presentations, complete with goals and action items. It creates incredibly clear Excel dashboards visualizing your key metrics. It can even synthesize all those chaotic meeting notes into a complete status report detailing progress, risks, and next steps. Ultimately, the core value proposition boils down to this. You can now successfully delegate a multi-step, complex project to a digital colleague without ever doing the soul-crushing busy work of manual file uploads. It reads your local environment, it understands your end goal, and it executes the entire workflow from start to finish while you just supervise. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. We have officially evolved from a simple chatbot that answers basic questions to a fully realized agent that completes real, multi-step business workflows. When your AI can finally do all the mundane busy work, what will you build with your newfound time? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go update your apps and start building today.